Rich on Facebook.
How big a blow was it to the end with Carabao Cup, and when you look back at your selection, would you think you'd pick the same team again, or any regrets?
What was your first word? Blame?
Big a blow.
Blow, okay. Now, it's always a blow to lose a game of football, especially if it leads to going out of a competition. But it's the same selection I did tonight as I did last season in rounds like this. There are many reasons maybe why we've lost 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7. None of them are good enough to accept losing so many. So I can come up with arguments or reasons, but none of them will how do you say this? Will be enough to go to that standard, because at Liverpool losing 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7 is always too much. But if I look at our performance against Brentford, to use that as an example, 2 days after we played Frankfurt away, I saw there a team that maybe struggled with playing 3 games in 7 days. Again, not an excuse, but to lose that game of football, which is not a complete surprise to me if I see the struggle some players have had in pre-season and players that came from different leagues, and it's a new challenge for them to play at Premier League and Champions League level 3 games in 7 days. So again, in 2 days we play Villa, and the last time I played a player that we thought was ready for that program, but it turned out maybe that he wasn't, was Alexander Isak, where he went out with an injury. Last time we played Southampton, Giovanni Leone went out with an injury in a game like this, and we got the red card for Hugo Ekitike after 2 yellows. And I think at this moment of time, with only 15, 16 players available, and I'm talking then about players of our squad available, then to add to that this club has always used this competition for their academy players as well. So for the non-starters and academy players, this felt to me as the right decision. But and I haven't changed my opinion about that after the results, because with our starters we haven't been able to win a lot from Palace as well.
Beth.
Obviously, you've been able to sort of protect your first team players, your senior players, from injury tonight. Do you worry that it might put a bit more pressure on that game on Saturday, more expectation, having given those players a rest tonight?
I don't think it's possible if you lose 5 out of 6 that there's now after 6 out of 7 even more pressure. So if you're on a run of results like this, if you play for Liverpool, if you manage Liverpool, the pressure is there, and I don't think it has changed much after this loss. But if it did, then the most positive thing about tonight was that the position we were in, 2-0 down, and we weren't really pushing for a goal because we weren't able to. The fans were behind the team, were supporting us, and that gives me the feeling that Saturday, when our players will show how much it means to them, our fans will be incredibly supportive for us Saturday. But again, we face a team that has rested a week to play us, and that's Villa.
Paul Joyce.
No, he will be back for the weekend. Is Alexander Royal
I think Ryan has a good chance. The other ones are going to be, let's wait and see tomorrow and Friday. But I don't know all of them, but I think Ryan has the best chance from all of them. Yeah.
Mike.
A year ago in those rounds, you'd have Salah, say, on the bench, and some of the other senior players on the bench. Was it the fact that you wanted 0 risk at all that you wouldn't have them even?
I'm not too sure if that is right what you are saying, because when we played West Ham, I don't think Salah was on the bench. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe you are right. But I don't think he was. So a year ago, we did the same. But maybe the lineup felt differently. I said this also for the television, that before I went out, I saw City's lineup, and I don't think they had one starter from the weekend. But it felt as if you look at their lineup, they played with their 11 starters. So maybe it also gives a little bit of an insight that everybody has always said how big of a squad we are having. When we played Chelsea, I said they're missing 8, but they can still bring Estevao in. Now we're only missing 4 players at the moment, and already we needed to start with 4 players under the age of 19. And after I made 2 substitutions, we were on 6.
Arne, is there anything you can say to Malo after that second yellow red card in 2 appearances?
I didn't need to say, I didn't need to say that much because another thing which I liked, but it's not the most important thing. But Ibu and Virgil immediately went inside to speak to him, to talk to him. So that tells me that they are great human beings in a moment like this, when a young player for the second time is being sent off. Maybe the first time after he played against PSV, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did. That they feel how difficult that moment for him is to go inside and be supportive for him. So it wasn't needed that I took care of them. These 2 already took care of him.
Will, last one.
Just the performance on Calvin Ramsey, that was his first game.
Yeah.
What did you make of that? And the formation as well, 3-4-3, is that something you can look at?
No, before I answer the first one, I got the same question a second ago. When we play teams that are playing 5-2-3, it has mostly been that Ryan Gravenberg then is taking the inverted left winger. So then you're also defending with 5. It's not for the first time that we build up with 3 players as well. So I wouldn't see too much into that. I think Kelvin had a very, very decent performance. Calm on the ball. Like, I don't know if I said it over here, but the first half hour I think was, I think we had better chances than them actually. And he was part of that. So played with how do you say this word? But he was calm, with composure. Played with composure. And